Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today, I am talking about some coaching news in the world of sports, and that'd be the Florida Gators hiring Billy Napier to be their next head coach. Now, I am a Gators fan, so I'm a little bit biased when it comes to the Gators. I look at them differently than I would other programs and all that. With how they've gone this season, I was expecting a bit of a drop-off. When you lose Kyle Pitts, you lose Kyle Trask, you lose Trayvon Grimes, you lose all of this offensive talent, and you lost some defensive guys. The defense wasn't good last year, and I really wasn't expecting a major rebound this year, but I was expecting the offense to be good. At moments, the defense has been really good, but the offense has vanished. At moments, the offense has been really good, but the defense has vanished. They've not been able to put those two things together. So that's why Mullen eventually got let go. He had some issues recruiting players in Florida, which played a big factor in keeping his job. When you can't recruit your home state, you have issues. That's why I think it's so key to hire Billy Napier with what they did. Billy Napier, since going to the Sun Belt, since going to the Raging Cajun, he has had the number one recruiting class for the Sun Belt Conference in 2019, 2020, and 2021. It'll be interesting to see how many people stay with that with him leaving for 2021. But as it stands right now, he has the best recruiting class in the Sun Belt. Now, I know you're probably wondering, it's the Sun Belt. It's not going to translate to the SEC as well as, if it was like Big 12 over or a Power 5 conference. I disagree that it doesn't translate over because Billy Napier has proven he likes to recruit. In the 4 years he spent at Louisiana, he recruited hard. And that's something he gets from where he's from. He's from the Nick Saban coaching tree. He is from that 2015 team that was loaded with coaching staff. Nick Saban, Mario Cristobal, Kirby Smart, and Billy Napier. And Mel Tucker as the defensive backs coach. Those are guys who can recruit. They have recruited their areas well. Kirby Smart has recruited the SEC area well. Nick Saban, he can go anywhere and get any player he wants. He's Nick Saban. Mel Tucker has recruited his area well. Mario Cristobal is probably the best recruiter on the West Coast that's been there. Lincoln Riley going over there, that may be a different story now. But entering today, he was the best recruiter. So, you look at it like this. Billy Napier understands he needs to recruit at the Power 5 level to get these guys. And he has done that at Louisiana. Much smaller scale, but I believe it can translate. Because recruiting, it can all stay the same. It's a very simple formula. You got to build relationships with the players and the high school coaches. Something the Gators coaches have struggled with. Jim McElwain, there's been stuff that he wasn't the best guy to get along with. Dan Mullen, he was not the best guy to get along with for a lot of high school coaches you've seen. So you look at it like this. Billy Napier knows how to recruit. He's coming in a program that's desperate for consistency. That's desperate for recruiting at a good level. The Gators have not had a really good recruiter since Urban Meyer. Now, they had one really good class with Will Munchak, but since then, it has been downhill. And when you're in Florida, the cream of the crop of talent, really, you need to get those recruits to stay home. When you have Georgia, Alabama, Oklahoma, Texas A&M, all these big-time schools, Clemson, when you got these big-time schools coming in and stealing your guys, you have a problem. You need to control your backyard. That's something I think Billy Napier can do. And let's also not go away from his coaching accolades. And it is the Sun Belt, I understand. But he was the Sun Belt West Division champion 4 times. He is playing, he's still coaching. He will coach for them Saturday against Appalachia State for their final game. He's going to be there for the Sun Belt Championship. It would be his second Sun Belt Championship. He won it last year, but this would be his first conference championship game win. Due to COVID, they didn't have it. And that's another thing to keep in mind. He won a conference in a COVID year. COVID year has just thrown everything for a loop. The fact he could get consistency through his players throughout that year is a very good thing and something Florida has struggled with. Because you look at after Florida has a loss, they tend to fall off. Something we saw. Alabama, they have a good rebound game against Tennessee. Then they lose Kentucky, and then the snowball just keeps on going downhill. It could not stop. Florida needs to find consistency, and I believe Billy Napier can bring that.